Alright, so we are about to do a Space Jam binge, but we're not just watching Space Jam 1 and 2. No, we are watching every live-action movie that has Looney Tunes characters in it.
Oh god, this is gonna be something.
Gonna be something is right.
Hoping Space Jam 2 isn't what they say and it's just a 2-hour advertisement for Warner Properties.
Yeah, Teddy J. Yeah, Teddy J's got the Miami Heat short on. Former team.
If I could, I would have, like, a Toon Squad jersey.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
wish
they sold those.
Yeah, like
I think they still do.
yeah, there's those and there's the other team. The Goon Squad.
The Goon Squad.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Don Cheadle's the villain, which is hilarious.
Yeah, well, what we're watching first is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, have any of you seen that?
Yeah, I have. It's really mind-blowing how they did it. I've watched countless behind-the-scenes videos of how they integrated the animated worlds into a live-action setting. Because by then you didn't have many movies that exactly did that. And that movie was really the first of its kind to really accomplish such a thing. And when you combine that with casting Bob Hoskins, that's where it gets really just crazy. Because that movie, I watched it and I really did like it. It was it's really funny. It's got great acting. It's got great action scenes. It's really zany and it's just a really fun experience, I'd say.
Whoa! All right, high praise from Mr.
Yeah.
Jacobs.
Yeah, I have pretty much the same praise. Like, it's a technical marvel for the time. It still holds up years later, and when we get to Space Jam, I'm gonna start drawing some comparisons as to what Who Framed Roger Rabbit does better. Now, alright, so first thing to know about this film. Now, the person who directed it also directed Back to the Future, Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah, so we made Back to the Future, which is a great movie too. That's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Really great sci-fi time travel movie.
Sequels are also good. And also,
Sequels
fun
are great.
fact, person who voices Roger Rabbit, he appears in the second movie. He's the guy who goes up to Marty and says, so we gotta save this 60-year-old clock tower and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, and also
Yeah,
and also the obvious one where you can see Roger Rabbit in the window.
Yeah. He's that. Yeah.
Oh, in
When Marty goes to the antique shop in 2015,
Yeah, that's it.
there's the Jaws LJN game, there's the Sports Almanac, and there's Roger Rabbit. All right, are you ready, Eddie, for your first viewing
Oh,
of this?
yes, sir. I'm ready.
I'm pretty sure each of us will have at least one first viewing today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You too, Ted. You haven't seen Space Jam?
Yeah, none of us have
right?
seen Space Jam 2.
Alright.
Me and Kyle have seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yep.
I think, have all three of us seen the original Space Jam?
Yeah. I've seen the
Alright,
original.
has anyone here besides me seen Looney Tunes Back in Action?
I've seen a bit of Back in Action. I haven't watched the whole thing though. I haven't watched it. I've seen like pieces of it. I've seen pieces of it online, but I haven't sat down to watch it yet in its entirety. So.
Alright, let's take a look at Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Here we
Stop
go.
delaying.
So is Robert's real name? Do you think people call him Bob Rabbit?
Bob
Bob
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Who framed Bob Rabbit?
Wait, is Roger a nickname for Bob?
Yeah, it can be.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It can be.
It sounds nothing like Bob.
It can be for Rob or Bob.
Oh.
Roger.
Oh, and also, this is technically a Disney movie, because Touchstone Pictures.
Oh, were they?
I mean, it's on Disney Plus, so that's given, so I don't know why I'm saying.
Okay.
And also, something you notice about the title screen, there's no question mark.
Yeah, there's no question about just Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Supposedly the reason for that is that putting a punctuation in your title is considered bad luck in Hollywood.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why you
Well,
don't
you know.
see that many movies of
Ah.
question marks or exclamation points.
This baby's trouble. I can already tell.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
I always love these scenarios where it's like, oh, how did everything go? It's like, well, I got all my arms broken and I was set on fire. Your baby's fine though.
Your baby's fine.
The
Other than
house
that,
near-
everything's great.
the house nearly burnt down and I can't feel my legs, but it went alright. Yeah.
It's alright.
Not realizing it says hotter in hell. Oh my god.
Oh god, right off the mouth. Oh god.
Oh wow. This
No.
entire room looks like it was rigged for a Final Destination death. You got a fridge on it. See, look at how seamlessly it just switched to a live-action fridge.
Yeah, look at that. Like, those the birds are on his head.
Oh, wow.
The way they're animated. Like, look at that. That really does hold up. And he's holding the bird, too, and he throws it down.
Yeah.
And he's looking at that. Like, this is impressive. This is really
This
impressive.
baby's got some attitude.
This
I think
baby's
he needs
got
a
anger.
timeout.
This baby's got anger.
Also, let's talk about a little Disney Plus change that's about to happen.
Yes, yes.
Oh wow,
God.
okay,
Hey.
that bit there, in every other version, the baby is giving the finger, but in this version, he's just kind of pointing.
Yeah, because Disney can't have that.
Yeah.
It needs to please the children.
Also, now's a good time to mention, this movie is based on a book.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, who censored Roger Rabbit? It's barely anything like the movie, to be honest. There's only like 4 characters in the whole movie that are in the book. Not realizing, do all of these movies we're about to watch, they all have their own little area where all the cartoon characters live. In the new movie, it's the Cyberverse, and this one, it's Toontown.
Not servers, it's like serververse.
The Serververse.
Such
Oh my god, that sounds much worse than what I said.
Serververse.
I think the Cyberverse, that's from a Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, it is. Serververse is from Don Cheadle's.
Oh, this scene.
Oh god.
Oh, jeez.
See, look, they had to physically open the door to do that.
Like it's seamless too. Like you can't really tell.
Yeah.
They're cleaning up.
Wait, are they holding a real broom? Oh my
They're
god.
using Toon brooms.
Look at, they had to get that bike to move. Oh my goodness.
So this was the Disney Animation Studios then?
I don't know what animation studio did this.
I want to say it was the Disney Animation Studio.
I know that everything you see here, none of it is CGI, all of it is hand-drawn.
Yeah, it's all
What?
individually done, hand-drawn animation.
You're
Yep.
kidding me.
It's all of this.
Oh my
Oh yeah, and they had,
So just thousands and thousands and thousands of drawings.
yeah, frame by
Wow.
frame.
Wow. In what year was this made?
1988.
Really?
Yeah.
88, yeah, late 80s.
No kidding. In Sunset Boulevard, is that from LA?
I think so.
Wait, that's where
Wait.
this is supposed to be at?
I don't know where this was. I think it was filmed in like the universe. And I'm looking it up now. I appreciate you can kind of tell who these people are, even though
Yeah.
you barely know them.
It's a nice attention to
Detail.
detail. I like this framing too.
Most of this, half of it was filmed in England, but the other half in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah,
Wow, in England, huh? That's a long way from LA.
Yeah, because Bob Hoskins is British. And
Oh.
yeah, he
This
lives
fella
in
right here?
England. Yeah.
Yeah, we get the drunk on the corner, huh?
Yeah.
Always a big mouth. Always a tough guy.
I'm almost sad right now because we don't really get movies like as good as this anymore, or at least not as often.
Yeah, it's because it's mainly just Hollywood's focused on raking in cash now.
Yeah.
They get all these big CGI blockbusters that people see, and it makes billions. I mean, you see every Disney movie that stuff makes millions and billions. I mean, it's crazy how times have changed.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that guy's gross.
Oh, did he swallow the egg that was just shoved into his mouth?
Yeah, he swallowed it. You could tell he swallowed it. Just swallowed
He
it.
didn't even spit the whole thing out.
He just kind of swallowed it.
Would you guys eat a raw egg that a cartoon ran up and cracked in your mouth?
No,
I don't
I'd probably
think so.
spit it out.
I'd probably do the same.
Actually, I think that was a boiled egg.
Oh yeah, and they had to physically open that too.
Wow. What
Yeah,
is
they're
that
close.
Beast from Beauty and the Beast?
No, that's just a monkey.
Monkey. Return to monkey.
Yeah, some of these are just generic characters.
Yeah.
And others are original ones created here, and others are licensed. Though we're gonna get into some of the legal rules when we get to this scene. Okay, those are the penguins from Mary Poppins, I
You
think.
have to move those plates and...
Yeah.
Hey, it's Donald and Daffy.
Alright, so let's get into the copyright rules.
Yeah, because you've got Donald Duck and Daffy Duck here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a crossover that we will never get to see like this happen again. But basically, the rules that Warner Brothers made when they allowed them to use their characters was they have to have as much screen time as your own characters, and also we get to tell you how they would act. Like, notice how they're both on screen together every time we see them.
So Disney went to Warner Brothers and said, "Can we use your characters?"
Yeah.
Yeah. But they had a few rules with it, of course.
Yeah.
And then Warner Brothers said, "Yes, you can use them for free."
It's
I don't think it was for free, but
not for free. There was obviously some sort of cash deal within it, of
Oh,
course.
cash deal.
Like, this is like they have to physically move that piano.
not realizing was there just a boxing glove in that piano. He just set it up in it.
What the heck character is this?
Look at God.
Okay, apparently, I did some research before we got here. Are those the crows from Dumbo wearing sunglasses?
Yeah, those are the crows from Dumbo.
Oh.
Look at his face.
Apparently, he was told. Now, he didn't actually know what Jessica Rabbit would look like while they were filming this scene.
They wouldn't know.
And he was just told. And Robert Zemeckis just went up to Bob and was like, "Okay, imagine your sexual fantasy just singing right in front of you." And then he's like, "Okay." And then he said in an interview later that Jessica Rabbit looked more sexual than what he imagined. Okay, this is considered a kid's movie, by the way.
Yeah, this is considered a kids' movie.
Wait, is it adventure? Okay, family's in the category on... Oh!
Oh, God.
They might have used strings or something.
Yeah, he's up.
I don't remember if they ever say if it's just Roger who acts that way when he drinks alcohol, or if it's every tune. Apparently, Bob Hoskins watched his children, one of his children playing with imaginary friends to practice miming for this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm quoting Rags' advice for anyone out there. If you're in your, in your 60s or something, it's like, you can hold on to whatever hair you want, but if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, just shave it all off.
Exactly.
Yeah, because, just embrace it, because it looks stupider if you're just trying to hold on to what you still have.
It really does. You know, it's,
Like, at that point,
that's
just,
like
shave it
advice.
off.
It's at that
Yeah,
point,
and
just own
Stay
it.
bald.
Yeah, and if it grows back, you might get a full head of hair. Or it'll just look like that again, and then it won't make any sense.
So you think the cutoff is 60? 60 or older, hold on to whatever you got.
Yeah.
Anything
59
beneath
or under, get her off.
that, come
Yeah.
on. Like, just get rid of it.
I appreciate,
Goofy cleared of spy charges.
who accused him of being a spy.
Oh, you're a spy. God, I can imagine that.
That's also the guy Vader chokes in the first Star Wars movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says, don't threaten us with your ways, Vader, and then Vader just chokes him.
And he said,
Then Grand Moff Tarkin's like, dude, release him.
how much do you think that cop got played right there? Got paid to stand right there?
Probably not a lot, to be honest.
What about that one to walk right through the front?
I don't know. The way they set up these stuff later, it does kind of work because they're just cops fooling around, even though most of the time people would usually make fun of it like this, where people are just like, look at this thing!
Right.
Look at
But,
what I...
yeah, but here it kind of works because they're just sort of goofing off at the crime scene.
No head.
Yeah, I guess they can't show his decapitated body.
They can show us the arm.
It's not like there's anything on the arm. I'm pretty sure
It's just a sleeve.
they were allowed to show, dead bodies back then, as long as they weren't too graphic.
Yeah.
I remember they showed Simba's father's body in Lion King.
Yes.
He's got a really thick, pointy chin. Jeez.
He does.
I know in the movie... Have any of you seen The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Yeah.
Yeah, they reference the dip in that movie. Someone
Yeah.
says...
There has never been a way to actually destroy a cartoon character until now.
What about that movie Roger Rabbit?
Shut up! This is totally different!
So I guess you can legally murder toons if they're not, if they can't talk.
They can't talk. It's legal.
How long do you think it took him to come up with that stew? The murder stew.
I don't know. Maybe a couple years.
And would you guys eat it?
Well,
Whoa, what? Like, would you eat? Oh, I thought you meant to test it. I'm like,
Just a test.
just to test it. Oh, imagining a scenario where it's like, we're gonna test this deadly chemical by making people eat it. Man, look at that floating cigarette. There's probably a guy, and I'm pretty sure the way they made... Like, notice how the stroll is moving.
Yeah.
I think the way they did that is that there's just a guy under the camera just shaking it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's how they did it, but that's most likely how they did it. Does anyone ever own a Murphy bed?
I would love to someday. Those things
Yeah,
are
you
great.
can just put it away. Wait, where did he say he found that paper?
He just said he found a clean piece of paper. I didn't get where it...
Okay.
I don't know where he...
Yeah, I'm more asking this play. I'm still trying not to spoil it for Billy, because I remember he's the one who hasn't seen this movie.
No problem. You think he went to Staples to get that piece of paper?
Yeah, he just
He
walked.
went to Staples.
He just casually walked in.
He said he found it.
At Office Max?
Oh, there's even a handprint on the chair from...
Huh. That's an attention to detail.
Yeah, and also about how barely anyone's been in that chair, because it's covered in dust. Right, they had a... How did they drag him across the floor like that? Okay, the handcuff on him, it looks a little weird.
It's definitely obvious it's floating.
Kind of looks like the first result for handcuff PNG if you go to Google.
You mean to tell me that you could have taken your hand out of that cuff at any time? No, not at any time. Only when it was funny.
I do like how they have a bit like that. Like, you know how a lot of movies have a bit where it's like, why didn't the character just do that?
Yeah.
It would have ended it sooner. Here they have him do that, and then he immediately goes, why didn't you? And he's like, oh, well, I couldn't because it wasn't funny.
If it's funny, I'll do it.
Yeah, I guess that's toon logic. Not realizing, most of the time, if someone would find a character annoying, what they usually do to combat it is they just have a guy there just yell at him every once in a while.
Give him a nice little, yeah.
I think that's what happens with Shrek and Donkey.
Oh, wow.
Wait, who takes their shirt off and puts the tie on?
Yeah, what's going on here with
Oh,
this
the
guy?
Bob Hoskins style.
I know, but I've seen that in more than one place. Like, who does... Do people do that?
Part of me thinks it's like a forced rule by Hollywood where
Oh.
you can't be totally shirtless, so you have to have a
You have to have a tie.
So a tie is the, like, bare essential.
Yeah, I do like the way they establish stakes, as they say that, like, toons are invincible, except for this one thing.
Now, what would the jail cell look like for these guys?
No idea.
I'm guessing it would just be toon-proof. Or maybe, have you seen The Incredibles?
Yes.
Do you remember the lava wall in Mirage? Yeah, just be four dip walls.
Oh, yeah.
Though actually, Judge Doom isn't planning on imprisoning him; he's planning on killing him.
Oh,
so
with the
with the dip. Man, I love how even that guy is slightly intimidated by him.
Yeah.
I was about to say, why is there a guy dressed as a cowboy? But I'm now realizing that they live near Hollywood.
Oh.
So I guess he's back from a movie. Oh wait, considering he doesn't know about the way he reacts,
he doesn't know.
it's just Roger then. It's not every toon.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm now realizing when he just dumped it, most of it fell on the floor.
Yeah.
He only had a small sip of it.
Yeah, I guess just a drop is enough. Not realizing that guy on the right, did he just somersault backwards?
He's getting out of the way, yeah.
Yeah, he's out of there.
But even the people in the background are aware he's here.
I forget how they did This
Wow,
part,
yeah, literally.
I'm assuming he was in like a. I don't know how they did it. Now that you mention it, he might have been in a weird contraption and they just drew over it.
I always I like to think he was in like some like blue screen or like a green screen vehicle or something. I don't know how they did it, and I simply just kind of they just kind of drew over.
I always think like somebody acting without the thing that they're gonna add in post looks funny. All right, I just looked up its stand-in. It's that.
Yeah, so it's like a. So it's like
Oh,
a
wow.
black kind
Yeah,
of
you could draw over it.
vehicle.
The seat looks like it's something they got from a school. It is a racist allegory now. It might
Yeah.
be, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, the bit everyone brings up is how every tune that was in that club scene, all of them were in. All of the tunes there were working, and none of them were being served.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but I don't remember if there's anything else. It might just be Eddie's little arc. I don't even think it's that he hates tunes. I think it's more that he's just unhappy with his life now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, how many shots did he just fire?
that Mrs. Rabbit? I
That
think
was
that
like
was 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I was thinking of a reason why he didn't try to keep firing. I'm thinking maybe the guy who fired, he's either out of bullets or he figured that that Maroon didn't really tell him much other than, and he's not the one who did it, and now
Right.
he confirms that he knows that. So now I guess he figured he doesn't exactly have a big reason to kill Eddie, or he just ran out of bullets because I counted 5.
Huh.
Or don't most revolvers have 6 shots?
I don't know if it's 5 or 6.
Good attention to detail on that one.
And also, that if that tunnel looks familiar, that is from the climax of Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when Marty's following Biff through the tunnel.
I love how they like being bullets and being
Yeah.
fired.
I mean, I guess they don't die. So.
They don't die, they just hurt people.
Yeah. He's had it.
Yeah, he's completed his one part of his arc, the alcoholism.
It's gone.
Now, what's interesting is in the book, look, he doesn't have the dead brother motivation to start drinking. He just already was.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And he would, Book Valiant would never stop drinking.
Here he has is the reason he started drinking was because after his brother died, his life kind of went down, so he started drinking.
I see. Okay, all right. So
And now like he's on his way, so
He's about to follow the man who just killed Maroon.
would you guys drive through this town?
it would look like a fever dream. If I'm being real, it looks like an ass.
How many of these are licensed characters? I know. Are those birds from Pocahontas?
Yeah. So
Right.
those.
I can see this part reminds me more of Space Jam because it's just him in a green screen room.
Right.
You can tell he's on like a studio thing, like a soundstage.
Though to be fair, it's kind of hard to make it look real.
That plus this movie was made in like late 80s.
He's got his gun.
Yeah, I'm assuming he didn't throw away the other gun that he had. Now noticing the buildings have eyes. They're just watching him fall to his death. Oh, this would never happen again nowadays.
And they're on the screen at the same time. because
Yeah.
of the deal that was made.
Funny.
A couple rodents.
Apparently they specifically asked that Bugs would be the one to hand him the spare because Mickey wouldn't play a joke that cruel.
Oh.
Though I guess he would watch him do it.
Yeah, he would watch Bugs.
Though again, it's not like if he said like, oh no, he actually just has a spare tire. It's not like that would change anything. It'd just be like, oh, I'm still falling to my death.
Right.
I mean, it's not really death because Toontown, but I guess it just hurts maybe. Yeah. What is that shadow in the background? I've seen this movie many times and I've always wondered what was that.
It's such a weird shadow. Yeah, I've never understood it.
Yeah, what is that shadow? Maybe it's a statue or something.
Oh, I see what you're
It
saying.
looks like a statue.
Wait, why is he covering his eye like that?
Did he get shot in that eye, or is he just?
I guess he tripped. Oh, I've heard people wonder like what he was doing throughout this entire section. I guess he was healing his eye.
I guess.
It's like, have you seen The Terminator?
Yeah.
You know the scene where he's like fixing his eye or something and he can't, so he puts on sunglasses. That's what he's doing. I love how he just grabs a steamroller to finish him off.
Just casually, he starts riding a steamroller.
He could have grabbed one of the weapons, but he really wanted to use the steamroller. Are you ready for one of the like quintessential scenes that like haunted children's nightmares?
Yes.
Right. God, the music in this scene is just so haunting.
This thing.
Yeah, good luck sleeping tonight, Billy. Man, I love how, like, Bob Hoskins was genuinely terrified there. I do like how they established that there were 5,000 gallons of it in there, so we're not just here thinking, again, is there like an infinite amount of dip in there? What is going on? Not realizing, do they ever say what... No, they don't say what his name was. They just say that he was in fact a Toon. Don't know what his name is. By the way, a deleted thing that they were gonna put in the script is they were gonna reveal that Judge Doom was the hunter that killed Bambi's mother.
Oh, that guy.
I'm assuming they removed it because it had... I mean, what would that add? Would he just go like, I also killed Bambi's mother, and he'd be like, oh.
Bambi takes place in this universe.
It's like, oh, I don't
Bambi's-
care.
You're a jerk!
Also, does that mean that Bambi isn't a movie?
No, it's a cinematic universe.
Does that mean that that Bambi's mother wasn't supposed to die originally, and that just happened off script? It's like, well,
I guess.
what's going on?
It's the Bambi-verse.
The Bambi-verse. Roger Rabbit 2 into the Bambi-verse.
I also killed Bambi's mother!
Yeah. Yeah, I wish he had it in just so he could say it as a throwaway line.
It's like, I also killed Bambi's mother. It's like, oh wow, you're a cruel monster.
Just have a scene of him in Bob Hoskins and like in this sort of thing where he suddenly just goes and says a throwaway line. I also killed the mother of Bambi.
Yeah.
And
Or,
Bob just goes,
no,
who's Bambi?
it'd be like the end of Agatha's song in WandaVision. It's like, and I killed Bambi's mother too.
I've been a kid for 37 years, and I've never seen a mess like this.
Wait, I've been a cab for 37
I've been
years?
a cat.
I've
Was
been
he
a cab
something
for
else?
I've been a cab for 37 years.
I mean, I guess maybe he was a car before then.
Yeah, he probably got turned into a cab or something.
Are there cars that are built in mind for there to be a cab?
It's evolution in Toontown.
Oh.
You start off as a car and then you evolve into a cab.
Mickey!
Yeah, they say right there that
Yeah,
they have no idea what he is.
Yeah, I even saw the Bambi. Yeah, so.
Now you know what that paper is.
Oh God.
What the?
Wait,
Cheers.
I'm now realizing that Eddie kisses those two, but he never kisses his actual love interest in this movie. Like, I already knew that, but I didn't know, like, he kisses Roger and Jessica? What's going on here? And that other woman, like, is like a small part of him, like, in love with Toons.
It's promoting human X-Toon relations.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Alright, so as your first viewing of this film, what did you think of it?
Well, I walked in halfway.
You walked in halfway
Yeah.
through the thing.
Of the 20 minutes that you've seen.
That's all, folks.
That's very strange.
Yeah. Well,
Based on the book, yeah, so right there. Yeah.
Yep,
Steven
what did-
Spielberg as Kathleen Kennedy.
oh no! Wait, is it the same Kathleen Kennedy?
Yeah, the one from Star Wars, the one from Lucasfilm.
Oh, is she the head of Disney now, or is that someone else?
I think that's like
Bob Iger.
Bob Iger's head of Disney.
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy's the head
Kathleen
of Star
Kennedy's
Wars.
the head of yeah, she's the head of Star Wars.
Right, I didn't know that she was doing stuff even back then.
Steven Spielberg as the executive
Right.
producer.
So, Billy just left. So, Kyle,
Sylvester.
now, has anything changed about your thoughts on this film?
I think it's slightly less funny than I remembered it to be. It's
Right.
slightly less, but the thing, it's not trying to be funny. It's
Yeah,
not
it's-
trying to force humor. It's like it's just doing jokes. Like
Yeah, it's more a mystery movie.
yeah, like it has some jokes and has like the whole like Looney like all of them show up at the very end. Like
Yeah.
they have that thing, but
And also, yes, let's address, I'll admit it was kind of obvious that Judge Doom was the villain, though I think it's supposed to be. Like, look at him, like he even looks like a toon.
He's
His
got-
cape is always blowing in the wind. He never blinks.
he's got this black suit on with the black hat, and he's got this like the way he walks and the way he speaks.
Yeah, and also, though I do like how it's like, oh, well, there's more than one twist. It's also, they do a hot fuzz where they seem like, oh, so that's the obvious twist, but they do
Yeah.
more. It's like, well, actually, he also is a toon. Not only that, he's the toon who killed Eddie's brother.
God, I really now wish they had it and I also killed Bambi's mother line.
Yeah, because I mean, look, I still think that wouldn't have added anything. It just would have been a weird thing.
It just would have been kind of funny. Well, not really fun.
Yeah.
It would have been like, oh, wow, I guess. Because I think Bob Hoskins really... He nailed this part. Like, his acting in this is astounding, really. I mean, you get Christopher Lloyd as the main villain, and you get Bob Hoskins as your lead protag.
Yeah. So, I'm waiting for Billy to come back in so that he can say his thoughts on the movie. Alright.
But overall, I thought it was good. I don't think it was like amazing. Like in terms of it being a movie, I don't think it was amazing.
Yeah.
Although in terms of the animation and the all that, yeah, that's most of it holds up. There's only a few shots in us where it kind of looks
Yeah,
a bit iffy.
and I'm willing to excuse it mainly because it's still
It was the late
looks good
80s,
enough.
and it was kind of their first time doing all that, so it's understandable.
Right. Billy, we need you. We need to know what
Get
you
out
thought.
here!
Come back. Alright.
That's all, folks.
Right, so what did you
Yeah, man,
think
that's all.
of Who Framed Roger Rabbit with your first viewing?
I leave the theater with a mix of inspiration and deep satisfaction.
Deep satisfaction. God,
Deep
and I-
satisfaction. I would say most of my inspiration comes from Ed and the way that in the beginning he was faced with terrible adversity.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone didn't believe in Ed.
I mean-
everyone believed one thing. Ed believed his own mission.
But I don't
his mission being his alcoholism being no more.
yeah.
His mission to throw out his alcoholism, to save Mr. Bobby Rabbit,
Bobby.
Bobby Rabbit.
often called Bobby R.
Yeah, we've established Roger as a nickname. Bob for Bob.
Yes, yes. And it's also a reminder of healthy eating.
Right.
I
How?
didn't see him eat anything unhealthy that whole film.
Okay, sure.
I mean, that's true. Actually, do we even see him eat that whole film?
We don't. He never eats a single thing.
Which
I guess he
raises the
doesn't. I mean, we
question.
don't need to see him eat. Like, we know he eats. He's a human.
The most we see is him carrying around like alcohol.
He shoves an egg into someone's mouth.
That's right.
Yeah,
That,
and
is that the only food we see all movie?
Not the
No,
only
we see.
food,
No, we
but,
see.
like,
Or we see some
restaurant.
Toon food in the opening.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Although I did like the arc, Eddie's arc a bit. Although I feel like it could have been a bit more fleshed out.
You did like that.
The part where he fires his gun at the alcohol. That's a really nice touch. I like that part a lot. It's like it symbolizes him finally veering away from just constantly drinking all the time.
Yeah.
And moving on from his brother's tragic death. Although I feel like his character could have been a smidge more fleshed out.
Yeah.
Like, we get the whole dead brother motivation.
Yeah, he gets
like,
it. Yeah, he's a dead brother. He's sort of a cop who, and we get the impression that like he used to be like much more fun going, but now he's just
Ever since
kind of sad.
Ever since his brother died,
He's
and,
like an overly grumpy
yeah,
detective,
And
a
it's like-
hard-boiled detective, if you will.
we get the
Similar to the egg that he shoved in
Oh, yeah,
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
the egg. The egg means it all. The egg is what we've been trying to look for this entire time.
the. I think you're right. I think the egg really brings the movie together. Yeah.
Although it's like I like it because we know now that like ever since his brother got killed by the Attune, he has this like resentment towards Toons, sort of. That's
Right.
why he initially kind of starts off hating Roger Rabbit,
I hated him.
but then at the very end he kind of he comes around and learns to have a sense of humor again.
Yeah.
And just be more outgoing and fun.
How about when he was like, "Get out of that chair"?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
tell, like, he got really angry because he doesn't want anyone sitting in that chair. He views it as sort of,
It's
I guess, a
brothers.
memorial.
Yeah. for
Like, you
his
can even
brother.
see those cobwebs on that chair because no one has sat in that chair.
Nobody didn't let anybody.
Like,
Not even Bobby.
Like it was his brother's chair, so he's not allowing anyone to sit in it because it's for his
Yeah.
dead brother.
It's like a memorial almost.
It means a lot to him just
Right.
so to see some like the same kind of
Yeah, just some knucklehead.
the same kind of entity like a Toon that killed his brother just kind of sit in his what might as well be a memorial for his brother. Like I can see why he would get so angry at that because like that's what caused him to start being like angry, grumpy, start drinking down beer all the time.
Guzzle. He would guzzle
Right.
that down.
Yeah,
Whole
alright.
bottle gone.
Alright, so I'm going to give my review. Yeah, I still think it's great. All these years later, it's held up.
great, yeah.
It's relatively timeless. I think one of the main problems I'd bring up is like, where did Roger find that will? Like, because it was in Acme's pocket.
But it's
But-
never really established where it's from. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, and like, and remember I said earlier, he saw that we see that he has the will in his pocket.
Yeah.
So, like, did Acme lose the will at some point before he
Right.
was in that warehouse?
Right. What the heck? Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, but other than that, it's still it's great. I love it. Yeah. Now let's talk about some trivia connecting this movie to Space Jam. Now, Eddie Valiant was going to be played by Bill Murray, but they never got in contact with him. And when he found out that they were going to call him, apparently, he said in interviews he was like screaming in agony that he missed the role.
He wanted it.
Yeah, he was upset that it's like, oh, that was a great role. I could have been in that. Though,
Could have met Michael
yeah,
Jordan.
and the reason he was in this movie is because he didn't want to say no to another movie like this again because he thought it would be as good.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm-
like you
Oh.
I'm throwing shade.
you get
I see.
so the actor Bill Murray, he has this reputation of sorts for being hard to
Yeah.
contact, and he
And also just being a bad, just kind of a jerk on set.
he's hard to work with if you even get to cast him. There's a reason why kind of like the third Ghostbusters
Never happened for a while.
until
Oh.
now with
With
Paul Rudd
Afterlife.
and the rest two are alive at the least. Like I know
Right.
two I think passed
Yeah.
away.
Did you know I met Bill Murray?
Yeah. Do you want to tell that story now or after we watch Space Jam?
Whichever you prefer.
Do you want him to tell it now?
Yeah. How about we tease it for after this?
Tease it.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me tease.
Yeah, you're gonna tell your Bill Murray story.
I'm gonna tell my
Yeah,
Bill
all right.
Murray story after the Space Jam viewing.
Yeah.
Here's a little teaser.
Yeah.
He was a jerk.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep.
Right. So now here's another interesting fact. So you know how Warner Brothers allowed their characters to be in Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now they assumed that Disney would allow them to put their characters in another movie, so they were gonna have Mickey Mouse be the referee in this movie instead
way.
of Marvin the Martian. Oh crap! So they were like, Disney, can we put Mickey Mouse in this movie because we allowed us to put our characters in Roger Rabbit? And then they were like, no.
Really?
So, I don't know how they said it, but they did say no, and the reason for it is that it was different management. So I guess they just. Like, you know how when you get a warranty on an item, but then when you return it, just completely different people working there, and they don't. And they're like, no, we didn't agree to this warranty that you paid $50 for.
Similar.
So I guess that's why there's a couple lines in this movie dissing Disney.
Listen, how's this for a new team name? The Ducks!
Please. What kind of Mickey Mouse organization would name their team the Ducks?
Alright, so we just finished Roger Rabbit recordings. Hopefully this feels more connected than it is when I edit it together, but now, have we all seen the original Space Jam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, what are your thoughts on it currently?
Well, it's fun, but it's not a good movie by
Right.
far. It has a ton of problems.
I haven't seen it in 8 years, but I'm sort of hesitant to go back because I've heard horrible things about it from, like...
It's one of those movies that when you watch it as a kid, you're like, oh, this is fun. It's Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes playing basketball against some alien guys who
Yeah, the Monstars.
Right on.
Monstars. But like once you rewatch it, you start to notice like how some of it doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
Really, couple plot holes here and
Well,
there.
that and like Jordan's obviously not an actor.
Yeah, Jordan's not an actor, he's a basketball player.
So you can really tell, like, he's just kind of trying. He like, it's always he's just reading lines off of a script most of the time.
I remember, right, Billy, now, I haven't seen the movie in a while, so I don't have a lot of thoughts on it. But Billy, what are your thoughts on it? Because I think how many times have you seen this movie?
I've seen it 3.
3.
Yeah.
3 wonderful times.
And when's the most recent time?
Probably at least 6 years ago.
Oh, so you haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah,
Haven't
over half
seen
a
it in a
decade.
while. But my memories include Mike's secret stuff
Oh yeah,
that he
that.
drinks for.
Yeah, they
energy.
drink weird water or something, and
like-
it allows them
yeah,
to be better at
secret
basketball.
stuff.
What is going on
I
there?
wonder if it's some type of performance enhancing drug. I'd hate
Steroids.
I'd hate to have to investigate. Yeah, it could be.
Right. So, what is your stance on it? Do you think it's a good movie? Or-
My current stance on it is it is a good movie.
Oh.
However, by the end, after hearing about potential plot holes, I'm going to be on the lookout for those.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And then I'll be on the lookout. And geez, I hope my rating doesn't change, but it very well could.
Yeah, look, to be honest, it might just be that people didn't find it funny, but but we're about to find out. It's time to rewatch Space Jam, which I know it's not going to be the best one of the 4 we're watching here, but I don't think it's going to be the worst either.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael Jordan. I love this opening logo that's in a lot of Warner Brothers films.
Chomp.
Yeah. Is it just me, or does the sky look fake? That might just be me.
It does. It does.
The moon looks like it's pasted on.
The
or
moon
something.
looks like a PNG someone edited.
Yeah.
in
And that's a
Photoshop.
fake tree.
Oh no, this song. Who can fly?
I remember the scene in. Have you seen Ice Age 2?
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene where he sings that?
Yeah.
Oh, me and my sister used to reenact that by jumping off the top bunk.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe I can.
What does this scene add to the movie? Because I don't.
Nothing. It's just a childhood scene. It's just let's show Michael Jordan and how he became basketball guy. by showing him with his dad. Wholesome.
Wait, is that Ernie Hudson?
Looks like it.
I don't think it is.
If it's not, he looks...
I know it's not Michael Jordan's real dad because he was murdered at the time. Tom Barry.
He looks very similar.
Yeah, I thought it was him because his voice kind of sounded like him.
You think people ever call him Tommy B in real life?
Tom
Maybe.
B.
What was Tom Barry in? Oh, he's Agent Bilkins in the Fast and Furious movies.
Uh-oh.
I love the music and the transitions here.
Whoa!
Seizure-inducing.
God, these opening credit Bugs Bunny.
This is like, I watched this movie, Godzilla Final Wars, and as the opening credits be exactly like this, it's just seizure-inducing.
Seizure.
It's just flashy things everywhere, the flashy names.
The song was everywhere during an era, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Just keep in mind, this movie was made after
Wayne Knight is in this
an
movie.
Air Jordan's ad that happened to feature
Yeah.
the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, he featured
really?
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, it's Bugs Bunny and
Yeah,
Jordan.
I would have showed you the Air Jordan commercial, but you can just imagine what that's like.
It's
They're playing it in space, and then they're like, eh, good enough. Charles Barkley as himself.
Let's go.
Was-
Met him too. I should have gave a little teaser at the beginning.
the Charles Barkley story.
I kind of like this song, to be honest.
Ooh, yeah. Work that body, work that body. Make
Yep.
sure you don't hurt nobody.
You know, I like the opening credits. Like, they're kind of cool.
They're cool, but I feel like they're a bit too flashy sometimes. Oh, there it is.
Oh, I didn't know that phrase was from this song. It was Bill Murray's name's not even in the opening credits.
Are they even gonna credit Bugs Bunny?
No, they did already.
They did.
Oh, good.
They just said Bugs Bunny, though. They didn't say Bugs Bunny voiced by whoever voices him in this movie. I know it's not Mel Blanc. Michael for president. Billy, how much of a basketball expert are you when it comes to the players in this movie?
I would say pretty high.
Oh, alright, so is Michael Jordan known for slam dunks?
Very much so.
Oh.
Big dunk man.
Reminds me of the Space Jam trailer, the new one where it's like "Welcome to the Space Jam," but it's like a
Well,
new version.
well, they say welcome to the space, like they're against
Yeah.
saying jam.
Welcome to the space.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's in the midway point of the trailer, it's like "Welcome to the space, the space, the space." It's like the space.
Produced
what?
by Ivan Reitman. Remember that later, because it's a setup for stupid, lazy writing joke. They tried to make the suit look as much like it did when he actually did retire at this press conference. The planet kind of looks like a virus. Man, this is very like late 90s, early 2000s CG.
This looks like a PS2 game.
Maybe. I honestly, I always liked the look of these, but I will admit, like, whenever I see stuff like this in, like, an early DC cartoon or a Scooby-Doo movie from this era, like, it doesn't hold up.
I love the transition here. The camera just takes a massive zoom and it just stops.
Make him.
Alright, let's address this now. Michael Jordan lives in a normal house in the suburbs.
Good point.
He just wants to live.
There would be a million people outside of that house every day. I mean, I'm going to assume that, like, maybe the point is that he's down on his luck and that he lives there, but even then, there would still be millions of people outside of there every day. Yeah, there are people just waving by his house. They know he lives there. Were Looney Tunes even popular in the 90s before the Air Jordan commercial?
I want to think they still were, which is why they would do an Air Jordan's commercial with them. I like how they play up Jordan is just trying to live a normal life in the suburbs.
Also, this is a part that I always thought was weird.
Porky.
We've got an emergency cartoon character. You need to go too. Hey, wait for him. Wait, no, your horses.
Yeah, so they're performing this live.
Oh.
But it looks looks like it's scheduled programming.
Yeah, I guess they're scheduled to do that. And I've heard some people say, like, does that mean the Looney Tunes live in hell?
They're in.
Like they're underground and they're
Also-
forced to do this for all eternity?
Daffy looks like a priest with the.
Daffy the priest. Imagine Daffy being your priest in a church.
We wouldn't get much.
He's just right. He wrote it in like a red
Okay.
pen or something.
Why didn't he just write, "You're not allowed to enslave us"?
Because right inconvenience.
Yeah.
We need to move the plot along.
Also, a side note, maybe he's just doing it because he really wants to beat them, but he knows that they have laser guns, so now he's, like, legitimately scared of them.
I keep noticing how their voices are like slightly off.
Yeah.
Because it's not the original voice actor, so it's like they're trying to do an impression.
Okay, so the guy who owns his character, he went out and claimed that Bugs Bunny wouldn't recruit other people in his battles,
He's
and that he
right.
would immediately defeat the Monstars.
Bugs is powerful enough to do that. He could realistically defeat them on his own, but like we need to move this plot along, so we can't have to do that. We need to have Bugs be stupid.
Challenge you to a basketball.
Also, they just happened to challenge him to basketball. Specifically basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're too short. I've heard other people say, like, why don't they, like, could have challenged them the track, because they can't run.
True, yeah, that would have been a much better idea. Track, wrestling.
Oh, and they just happen to have a basketball thing on. Is basketball the national sport in the Looney Tunes world?
Maybe. I mean, I guess they know it's the 90s, so basketball was on their mind.
I guess, if they're up to date with that.
If you're in the 90s, popular things, skateboarding, basketball, Sonic the Hedgehog, Michael Jordan. So look at how 90s this is, that song.
Look at this, imagine this guy coming into the arena, I'd be like, excuse me, security?
I mean, pre-9/11, I guess.
In his raincoat.
Honey, will you just let me watch the game? Barkley's killing us.
So weird that they're just talking and in a basketball game and it's just very quiet because of the sound editing. I've heard some question, if they don't know what basketball is, why do they have a magic basketball that takes away powers? But I'm assuming that they had something else that they just used the basketball for.
Watching Space Jam.
Excellent. I remember it well, I think.
Yeah, honestly, so far it's not as bad as I remember. Or as bad as I was expecting, I guess.
Not as bad as I remember.
Look, the biggest problem I came across is, like, the whole Bugs Bunny, the rulebook thing.
He just wrote in what appeared to be red marker.
Yeah,
or something.
but he could have wrote, "You're not allowed to enslave us," and he doesn't try doing this again.
Oh god, yeah, that's.
Oh, they grow extra fingers. That must be mind-blowing to them. It's like, oh my god, I have another finger! Why do they all have zeros on them?
Monsters! Look at that! They're monsters!
Oh, that's the origin for the name. What was that sitcom transition? Oh, he did see that happen!
What kind of humor is that? Do not point that at me, please.
What camera is it?
Okay, I'll admit when something made me laugh. What I want to question is, why did Bill Murray and the other guy see that happen, and Wayne Knight is the only one who wants to investigate? They just kind of go home afterwards. There's a lot of cartoon people kissing humans in these. He is ridiculously unfazed by the fact that cartoons are real, and he's just found out.
What's going on here?
Why is he so calm about it?
You see, these aliens come from
He's like,
outer space, and they want to make us slaves.
Like in,
what's going on here?
Like in Roger Rabbit, they at least established that cartoons being real is just already a thing.
But here's the first time Jordan's like, oh, well, what's going on here?
What? Did they just leave? They didn't call it?
Oh, they're still there. They're just walking around, I guess.
What?
They just walked away.
emotional.
Now they're okay. Now they're just dry.
Wait, what did he say?
Now, if Mike is gone, the NBA is going to need some new people.
Wait, go back. He had to have said something.
Pretty stupid if you don't shut up.
I think Michael's alright. Boy, I hate to leave him like this.
Oh, I'm sure.
Leave it. Leave him like this. You don't even know what happened to him.
We weren't in any kind of emotional state of play.
They weren't in any kind of emotional state.
Now, if Mike is gone, the NBA is going to play basketball in a long time.
That's what he's going off.
We got balls!
Okay, that was just funny without context.
We've got balls.
You've got balls.
That's gonna be my favorite line in the movie now. We've got balls. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Trademarks on his butt.
Yep, there we go.
Well, he just kissed
the
his
Warner
butt.
Brothers placement.
Well, now I know the other problem with this movie. It's not funny.
There's like one funny joke. No, actually two. There's the other joke and it's like, we've got balls.
Oh, he's not even scared by the...
Why are you so calm about this? He's just casually like, wait, who are these guys?
thing to compare it to Roger Rabbit. They made him more integrated into the environment, mainly because most of the movie the characters are in a real world, while here it's just Michael Jordan in a green screen room half the movie. Why is it just him investigating this? A celebrity just disappeared. You know, a subplot of them, like, searching for Michael Jordan, that would have been interesting. And it's not like it would get in the way of the movie.
Right.
Like, maybe just have them not figure out where he is until, like, near the climax.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Hey, look, it's
Yeah,
over-sexualized Lola Bunny.
Yet she came from this movie. I will always stand by her best role is in the Looney Tunes show from modern day. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, that?
Yeah,
That's
she's
a really good
yeah,
role.
she's voiced by Kristen Wiig.
I always liked that version best.
Yeah. Looney Tunes.
Is this where Bugs gets the obligatory boner joke?
I think so.
Yep.
Oh my god.
The metaphorical boner.
Just let me know when
How can the dog do that?
Okay.
It has powers.
Or Michael Jordan can't afford a strong door, even though he's Michael Jordan. I mean, he's down on his luck, Michael Jordan. But this is a very 90s.
This movie is
Looking at
so
a workout.
90s, it
Yeah,
transcends itself.
looking at workout videos on VHS tapes. Michael Jordan's in it. The music, the other music that was orchestrated for the movie. Wayne Knight is in it. He was in a lot of 90s movies.
This movie is so 90s that it transcends the 90s.
Did he popularize slam dunks, or did somebody else do it before him?
He definitely, you know what? He kind of popularized the whole game of basketball.
I gotta take you back to that baseball practice. Can't. Left my friends in the basketball game. You know that your friends are cartoon characters? Yeah, so.
Why is he the only one who points out how weird this is?
God, they really went to town. Lola.
You know, considering this was pre-furries, do you think when the person was pitching this, was he like, are you into bunnies? Oh, very weird.
Yeah, imagine pitching Lola's appearance in a executive boarding room. Yeah, and she's gonna have really wide hips and like there's just walking away that like women.
Jeez, the soundtrack is... This movie's way more dated than Roger Rabbit. And I know, okay, to be fair, Roger Rabbit didn't take place in that time it was made. Why did they all have zeros on them? I don't know why. I guess in the world of this, there are no rules. Just get it in any way you can.
Secret stuff.
What is...
What is that?
Is it drugs?
Is it like steroids? Is it in-universe steroids?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the headcanon and just be like, screw it. I mean,
They're steroids. There really are no rules in this game.
No rules.
Yeah,
Not even
there's
any
no
drug
rules.
tests.
I mean, except later where they say that they need another team member. But
Hey, you're right now. The writers gave up like halfway through this movie. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I never even.
This was
realized
made as a commercial. Like so far, this is a 4. Okay, Bugs is on a moped now.
Huh.
Yeah, this is the part where they just ignore all rules. Remember when... I feel like we all had a gym teacher who played this song during exercise. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can accept that there's no rules. Like Michael Jordan travels later in the movie.
Does he?
Yeah, I'll show you when he does.
Please do. That's the biggest violation I've seen so far. Oh!
Yeah, but it doesn't matter at this point because of what they've done in this game. I'm surprised we went this long without making, using the classic Michael Jordan meme we all know.
The tears.
No.
The cry.
No. It's, and I took that personally.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we went a while without saying that. Am I the only one who used to mix Elmer Fudd and Porky Pig when they're in their Toon Squad jerseys?
Bill Murray.
Okay, how did he know about all this? Where'd he get the jersey?
How did he show up here?
I mean, I guess how did he know about all this?
Right.
Excuse me.
Yo, easy on the trousers, there. Easy.
Pardon me. Mr. Murray, something's really been bugging me.
Yeah.
Just how did you get here, anyway?
Producer's a friend of mine. Just got a teacher come grab me off.
So we got dropped off.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess that makes
Wow.
sense.
That doesn't make...
No, wait, no, it doesn't. Wait, how did he just suddenly get dropped off?
Oh, that's good. Oh, yes.
Let's do it.
He just whispered.
Yeah, apparent. And also, that's a reference to the producer being Ivan Reitman.
You're mine.
Oh, you just missed it. He traveled. I forgot to show it. Do you want me to rewind?
I
or?
think I saw it. I was wondering.
Yeah, he held the ball for a second and then started dribbling. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah, though I guess no one's calling fouls because Bugs was on a moped and they were doing Pulp Fiction and... I'm imagining a scenario where what if Bill Murray wasn't in this movie up till now? And this is the first time we saw him.
That'd be pretty funny.
I'm riding it on this thing.
I love that guy in the long hair.
Just low key.
He's the only one who's, like, mind blown by this. He was like, whoa, what's going on?
Apparently to everybody else, this is casual.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else looks more shocked. It's just Michael I think it just comes down.
Woo!
They're,
Stand! Everybody, it's stand!
yeah. They wanted to bookend the movie with I Believe I Can Fly. That's the point of the opening scene. Alright, we finished Space Jam. Now, we'll start with you, Billy. Has your thoughts on it changed?
I will be honest. My thoughts on it have changed.
Oh.
How so?
My thoughts on it have changed. Now viewing it with a bit more life experience under my belt.
Life experience.
Oh no.
Yep.
Life
The movie wasn't much more than just a basketball game. And if I wanted to watch a competitive basketball game, I could just watch any basketball game. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
This has Looney Tunes in it.
Yeah.
And this has Monstars in it.
Not realizing you can
You're
see
right.
a hand of Danny DeVito's character in the poster of the movie.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you think it's nothing more than a basketball game?
I'm not seeing much more than a basketball game.
I can see that in all honesty. I mean, yeah, I can see that.
Right.
And I know Teddy's a massive fan of Space Jam. He loves it.
So, do you want to go next, Kyle?
Sure.
Right.
When I first watched the movie, some years back, I was like, okay, this is entertaining, I guess. It's a fun basketball movie. But now looking at it, I can see the tons of plot holes it has.
Yeah.
Like the whole enslaving thing, I can't get over. But anyway, I think it's nothing more than just like an hour and a half long kind of ad for Michael Jordan and the NBA.
Yep.
It's in Warner Brothers because there's that one scene with Daffy having the Warner Brothers logo on his behind.
Yeah,
right.
Which was great.
then he kissed it.
He loves Warner Brothers. But I don't think it's that good of a movie. I don't even think it's good. It's like the only real funny part of it was like when Bill Murray showed up in the basketball game all of a sudden. Oh yeah, and the one part which, if you take it out of context, is actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Balls. That line will stay in my head forever. But yeah, I don't think it's a good movie. I don't think it quite holds up these days.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Like a 3 or like
Whoa.
a 3 maybe.
Yeah, well, just go, all right. Well, I'm gonna go next. Well, I say it's a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like. I hate this movie. I'm sorry. This movie is bad. Like
really bad.
Like it does not hold up in any way. I don't think it was ever good to begin with. And
what about the soundtrack?
The soundtrack. Look, the soundtrack is very 90s. Like
it's so. This movie is so 90s that for me it just transcends beyond the 90s.
Like the songs and the soundtrack and the orchestra and the soundtrack is like the wacky music while Fat Wayne Knight is falling or something. And yeah, it's not a good movie. But I'm willing to watch it if I have to again. Just I have no desire to.
Is it true that you're gonna set "Fly Like an Eagle" as your new ringtone?
No.
Not true.
Right.
Okay.
So now that we're done with all that, Billy, do you want to tell your Bill Murray story?
Bill Murray
yeah,
story.
let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, story time.
Story.
Yeah.
So, I was hard at work.
Okay.
At the golf course I work at, or used to work at, there was a celebrity tournament one day.
Yeah.
Rumor had it Bill Murray was going to be there.
And who is the other celebrity? Wasn't there another one?
There was another one by the name of Mr. Charles Barkley.
Wait, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh wow.
This man meant 2 and 1.
Two stars from the movie Space Jam.
2 stars in the movie in one afternoon. Charles Barkley, very nice man. I had 3 conversations with him throughout the day.
Oh, that's nice.
Bill Murray. Not so much. A different story. And I hope, Ted, we can figure out a way to get this review video to Bill Murray so he can hear this.
I don't think he watches reviews, to be honest.
He better
we'll
watch
send
this
it to
one.
his email.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember the exact words he said to you?
He said no words, which was the problem.
And you weren't like stalking him or anything. This wasn't the movie King of Comedy.
It was not the movie King of Comedy. It was just him and I on the golf path. That was it. So I'm walking one way, taking out the trash at that hole.
Yep.
At that tee box. And he's coming onto that tee box. And Charles Barkley's a few steps in front of me. And they stop. And so I have to wait for them to clear out. So I'm just waiting for them to clear out. I'm waiting in the golf cart, probably like 20 feet behind them. And then it's literally just once they clear out, then it's just me and Bill Murray. He's walking at me, I'm walking at him, and I'm like, "How you doing, Mr. Murray?" And then he just looks at me and keeps walking. And at the time, I was probably 16, 17 years old.
Right.
Come on, Bill Murray. Come on.
He didn't even say a word to you.
Not a word.
He didn't even say hi back. He just looked at you, and then he was like,
There was eye contact. He said, "This kid is not worth me even opening my mouth."
Oh my God.
To make a sound. He didn't even go, like there was no sound emitted whatsoever.
He just looked at you, and he didn't even say hi. He didn't even like wave.
Didn't even wave. Just stared, and it was like a weird stare. Like it was like a 4-second stare.
And he was like,
it was one of those. Yeah, one of those type of stares, you know.
Hello.
But I know, Ted, and then I think I texted you later that day. I was like, I just
Yeah, and I think I called you and I was like, "You met Bill Murray?" And you're like, "Yeah, he was a jerk."
and then a few days later is when that guy and Kevin Spacey.
What, Kevin Spacey was there? What?
He's the one who got into trouble on the vineyard, right? For throwing a guy's camera at his face or something.
Well, I think he was also like, I think he has sexual assault accusations as well. It's way bigger than that, Billy.
And did Bill Murray throw a guy's camera in his face on the vineyard?
I don't remember.
It was something. It was right before some scandal with one of them.
It was probably Kevin Spacey. Wait, did you meet Kevin Spacey too?
No.
Oh,
but
If you did,
I was wondering, like, what, like, you met
one
Charles
day.
Barkley, Bill Murray, and Kevin Spacey in the same day.
Yeah. I wish, but no. We gotta get Bill Murray to get this, to hear this
Right.
review. Maybe he'll be nicer to the
Right.
next person.
Yeah, right. Well, the way you described him, like, would you say, like, he's... Like, I wouldn't... Like, the way you describe him, like, he doesn't sound like one of the worst celebrities ever.
Right.
Though knowing about, like, apparently has gotten into a fight with someone on set with every single movie he's worked on.
Really?
So...
Like fist fight?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a fist fight. I think it's just a vocal fight. Like, from what I've heard, he's just insufferable to work with sometimes.
Wow, it's a
if you
shame.
even like managed to get him casted
Yeah.
in your movie,
Yeah, so... Yeah, now, hearing about that, Bill Murray, that doesn't sound like one of the worst celebrities on the planet or anything, but...
it sounds like the average jerk, kind of.
Yeah.
The average jerk.
Yeah, alright, so now, before I explain anything about Looney Tunes Back in Action, I'm going to show you an out-of-context image of it that I just found while doing research, and I just found it funny. Check this out.
What is going on there?
Alright, so starters, this woman looks like she's like, oh! And Steve Martin just looks overly happy, and what's the guy in the background doing?
So many questions about this photo right
Can you see it from here, or?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh my
Just
god.
based on this frame, this movie's gonna be great.
Yeah, alright, so I forgot what this movie's about, so...
Let me search up the plot synopsis, I guess, the short synopsis. Looney Tunes.
Actually, I think I can get it faster. Alright, boom, I got it. Alright.
Wow.
What is it?
Looney Tunes search for a
How'd you get
man's
that?
missing father and the mythical blue monkey Diamond.
That's quite.
He's searching
summary.
for his dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Brendan Fraser is in this one.
Brendan, what is Brendan Fraser doing in this?
I don't know. I guess they wanted it to be a parody of an adventure movie. So
Guess.
yeah, and Steve Martin is in this too. He's the villain.
He played that one guy in both the American cuts of Godzilla 54 and 84. He played the same guy just like 30 years later.
Oh,
He was in the 1956 remake.
he was also in a Little Shop of Horrors.
He's been in a lot of his horror based
Yeah,
stuff.
and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and other stuff.
Steve Martin of all
Right.
people.
So now, before we get into preamble, now this was supposed to be a side thing. This wasn't the Space Jam sequel that they were gonna make. Like, I found two. They were gonna make another one with Jackie Chan. Something about, I don't know what the details are.
I think they called it like they wanted to do a golf one with Tiger Woods and they were calling it golf.
Yeah, and the one that I think there's a whole Instagram story about by Tony Hawk is that they were gonna do a sequel called Skate Jam, and they were like Tony Hawk. Now we're gonna give you $1 million to be in this movie. It's like, okay, just up front, all right. But because this movie bombed, they canceled the movie, and he never got a call back.
They also got plans to do a sequel called Race Jam.
Race Jam. So just a different sport every time. They do an Air Bud thing.
I feel like Race Jam would have instantly been compared to the Fast and Furious
The Fast
franchise.
and Furious franchise.
Imagine Vin Diesel saying family with Bugs Bunny.
When
did this turn into beautiful world?
Yeah, so I remember this being better than Space Jam, but I don't remember a lot about it. Alright, so Brendan Fraser's in it, and...
Steve Martin of all people, isn't it?
Yeah, Steve Martin is the villain. Now, do you guys know anything about this movie?
I know like a little bit about mainly bits and pieces I've seen online about out of context clips and all that. Like that frame right there, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the film itself before.
All right. So all right, let's watch Looney Tunes back in action. Let's see is this the one. I'm not wondering if is this just the one that we're just gonna forget about afterwards? Maybe. Also, for some reason, I don't know if you could see that from there because it's kind of blurry. It says Looney Tunes back in action. The movie.
The movie.
It's like, why'd you add the movie at the end of it? Like, what?
It's like what they did
Opposed to the song.
I think Rugrats in Paris did that too. It said Rugrats in Paris, the movie. Okay, I feel like movies that have movie in the title are usually at least memorable, like the Lego movie and the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. But,
true.
Yeah, though, that's not technically part of the title, so I don't know why it's here on the DVD cover, which is over there next to you, Billy. But,
Oh, it's not even part of the title?
yeah, no, on IMDb, it's not a part of the title at all, so I have no clue why it says it here. Oh, it came out November 14th, 2003, so like 6 years after Space Jam.
Okay, alright.
Alright, so let's begin.
Alright.
Let's watch Looney Tunes back in action and see if it's better than Space Jam.
Shabby job. Look for some quick action.
Oh, no. I was on one of those tours right there.
Oh.
What kind of performance do you call that?
Oh,
Shaggy.
it's Matthew Lillard!
And Scoob.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I was trying to be real to your character.
If you like Goof on Me in the sequel, I'm coming after you.
Oh, you know what that was hinting at?
He is the actor who plays a super spy and a cover for being a super spy, playing an actor. In fact, up at the told us of the super spy land. Nothing lives at the you're probably
Not realizing I feel like Daffy and Bugs act more like themselves in this movie.
Then Space Jam?
Yeah.
Yeah, Space Jam, they're like a smidge off. Spy. See, I feel like this movie's more generally just funny.
Yeah.
It's more funny. I feel like they can actually laugh at his jokes.
This is unacceptable.
Oh, it's the...
We cannot have 9-year-olds with
That guy looks familiar.
speakers, not when 3-year-olds with the suit.
Unfairly promoted.
My God.
They require naps with double espresso in their sippy cups.
I love this guy already. I love this guy's role.
Yep. I think we all know what this is parodying.
Yep.
I like how even she's annoyed by it. Hershey's.
When it's a girl. Listen, Toots, would it stop the water wipes if I told you Davey was going to Las Vegas with that guy DJ? Yeah, Mike. Well then, how's about we travel in style in this?
I feel like Bugs' voice sounds much more natural in this one.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
It does. It's I
The-
don't know. Something about it just feels a lot more genuine.
That might just be me. I just thought... Is it the same guy doing the voice?
I think it's the original guy. Because I know Space Jam, I think, had like other voice actors doing it.
Yeah. I feel like Brendan Fraser would have been more famous if, like, the Mummy movies didn't literally ruin his body and break all of his bones.
They did that in, like, they actually, in real life, broke all of his bones?
Well, yeah, like, his entire body was almost destroyed by that series. Like, he had to go to the hospital on like a daily basis for the next 7 years.
Wow, from broken bones?
Yeah, and so he didn't really have a career after that.
Wow.
It's sort of what like Joaquin Phoenix did for Joker, where he lost like a crap ton of weight.
Yeah, but you know he could still act.
Yeah, he could still act.
I think I've been to Six Flags Texas. They had a dark float ride, Looney Tunes themed, and it's like Sam's Gold Mine Adventure. It's really cool.
Sam's Gold Mine, yeah, that sounds weird.
I think people crashing into random things during a car chase is probably one of my favorite movie cliches.
You like that?
Yeah. The Blues Brothers has it, where they drive through the mall.
Oh, I love that part.
Okay, I will say it is a little weird that they survived that. I miss Brendan Fraser.
Walmart.
Is it a homage or just product placement? Hey, who cares? With fucking convenience at such low prices.
Okay, I like this. I like this movie's sense of humor a lot.
Yeah.
It's self-aware. I like that. Like it blatantly called out product placement. So.
Nice of Walmart to provide these Walmart beverages in return for us sitting in Walmart so many times.
Oh, there's a Dalek.
Really good.
Apparently Steve Martin only agreed to be in this movie if a Dalek was in it.
What's the Dalek?
They're from Doctor Who.
Yeah. I like it. Only agreeing to be in it if a Dalek is in it.
Yeah, he's not even in this scene. God, all of these are from actual movies, like that brain thing.
Yeah.
That is a weird one. Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
Okay, this looks a little off, I will admit.
Yeah,
the CG.
green screen here looks a bit off.
We haven't said much during this one, I'm now realizing.
I know, why do you think? Do you think we've been, like, entertained or something?
Maybe. Like, I'm kind of enjoying this one more than Space Jam.
I'm genuinely enjoying this, which is surprising.
There we go. Nice.
Okay, that sound effect sounded like the sound... Like, have you ever played Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, when Luigi zaps the ghost.
Can't be true. You're right, it isn't.
Oh!
This doesn't make a lick of sense.
Okay, that was probably the best joke in the movie. Also, because we just saw the movie, you can tell that was stock footage.
That was clear. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, because he was wearing the same clothing that he wore at some point in that
You know,
movie.
there's like a lower definition.
You see, the dread of death doesn't kill him, then those cracks of TNT will. Not to mention the 2-ton anvil.
You'll have to.
Oh my God!
Look, there's the pendulum of doom. What's the pendulum of doom doing now? I did not order the pendulum of doom.
The Force for Dummies. You know, Ray didn't even read The Force for Dummies.
Ray trained for 3 days and automatically became a Jedi. No, he himself has become the monkey.
Who's the real monkey?
You've become the thing you have thought to...
You became the thing you swore to destroy.
I mean, he didn't really swear to destroy them. You became the thing that you swore other things to become.
You were supposed to make the other humans monkeys, not become a monkey. Oh, I get it, okay.
Wait, what?
It was all a film that they were shooting. Yeah, I think it's why it's called Back in Action, because they're doing a new movie that would put them back in action.
Oh my god! What? Wait,
So like I said,
wait, was that in-universe Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Wait, so that was all a movie. So that's what's going on
that's
here.
why it's called Back in Action. Because they're getting the Looney Tunes back in action with the new film they're doing. Oh, it's gonna be
Wait, so was who in this movie was aware that it was a movie? Was Daffy not aware?
I don't think Daffy was aware. I think everybody else was aware. They just chose not to say anything.
Let's see.
Unless everybody was aware, because it was a movie, they didn't want to break the fourth wall or anything with it. So they just kind of went with it. No idea, but it's a movie within a movie.
Right. I guess that explains some things.
It explains why it's called
Back in Action.
Action.
Oh, so there's like a post-credit scene, but it's not really anything. It's just a deleted bit in the casino where Daffy gets 3 cherry bombs and it explodes.
Huh. Yeah.
There's a deleted line that I really wish they didn't cut out of the movie because it's one of the best, like, subversion lines.
As for being unemployed, oh, could it be love? And that's not even the mushiest. Sheesh.
So, Dad, this is Kate. We haven't kissed yet or anything. We don't really get along, and we have virtually nothing in common.
This could be the one. Well.
Alright, so that was Looney Tunes Back in Action. What did we all think?
It's actually somewhat decent.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it was actually self-aware about product placement and its humor. Like that one joke.
Yeah,
where...
I think I love that line where he says, "As I thanks Walmart's giving me the water because we said Walmart so much."
I like that it knows what it's trying to be and it isn't trying to be anything more. I like movies like that where they know what movie they are and they're not trying to be this big blockbuster. I also like the fact that it was essentially a movie within a movie. Everyone except Daffy was aware that they were making a movie.
And I also liked Steve Martin. He was pretty funny.
I liked in-universe Brendan Fraser showing up.
Brendan Fraser just punches the real Brendan Fraser. That was...
My favorite part was the Michael Jordan cameo.
Yeah, he takes off the thing and it's just Michael Jordan.
It's just stock footage from the original Space Jam.
Yeah, I'm now wondering if... I'm pretty sure they did get his permission for that because you legally have to if you show their likeness in the movie.
Yeah, they did. All they did was just use a frame of him and just kind of green screen it in. You could tell because it was lower definition. You could basically tell it was edited in post.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty good. It's nothing great, but it is.
It's fun. It's entertaining.
Yeah, I give it like a 7 or 6.
For me, probably like a 6. It's fun.
Right. Yeah.
It's decent.
Yeah, what did you think of it, Billy?
I got thrown off by the ending as well, like you, Ted.
The whole movie within a movie thing?
Yeah. The Michael Jordan thing was a random addition, very quick.
Yeah.
That was really funny, though.
I like the Walmart thing, too. The example
I thank Walmart for giving us these Walmart beverages for saying Walmart 1,000 times.
Right. Yeah. But Ted, like you, I got a little thrown off by that ending there.
Yeah. Yeah, though, I only had to be fair, I was... Half the time I was, looking at the time and stuff.
It was basically as soon as they saw, I was like, okay, maybe that explains why it's called Back in Action, I guess, if you take the action part literally, but I don't know. Beyond that, it was decent. It's not great. But
honestly, I don't really understand why Joe Dante doesn't look back at this movie fondly. Though the one thing he says about it is it's better than Space Jam.
Oh yeah, it's way better than Space Jam.
I guess he also hates Space Jam.
It's way better than Space Jam. then again, it's not really saying much because Space Jam is. Ugh.
Yeah. So, yeah. Right. So we done talking about Back in Action. Should we move on to the latest entry?
I was gonna say one more thing about my least favorite part was probably the main villain.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I just prefer more fleshed out villains. I guess it's more of a personal thing, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like he was that funny. I liked his voice, but I feel like it got a bit stale after.
I like the bit where he says that, like,
"Are you guys monkeys?
Yeah, we're hiring. It's like we're hiring children. It's like he hires children and he doesn't let them sleep.
I mean, it was fun. I don't know. Something about me didn't like him, but other than that, it's decent. It's not great, but like it's alright.
Right. All right. Time for the final movie of the night: Space Jam: A New Legacy. Now, none of us have seen this. Is that correct?
Correct. I've seen the trailers and all.
Yeah, and I've heard the terrible reviews, and people are telling me like this movie's not good. Apparently,
I've heard one person even call it not even a movie, not even a proper,
not even a movie. God, will this be the worst movie of the night?
I'm based on the reviews. I'm ready for it to be the worst. I'm expecting the worst.
Right.
I have low expectations.
Yeah, honestly, sorry to go back in Action, but people criticize like the romantic leads. They didn't even become a thing at the end, did they?
Yeah, they have like 2 scenes that were
they
cut.
They didn't. So
they had 2 scenes that were cut that implied.
Yeah, so they had no romantic interests.
The most they got was like the near end scene where they're like tied together with a rope.
Yeah, but that's it.
That's
so now Billy, what do you now? So it's time to should we say anything else before this or?
I've heard Don Cheadle's the best part of this, and that's all I want to say. Just Don Cheadle as the villain.
I like Don Cheadle, and also I'm gonna just mention SK Comics right now. He once responded to a Don. He's a YouTuber he's sort of a rising star. He recently got popular with his video claiming that Winter Soldier is bad, and it's actually a good video, by the way. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, so he he responded to a Don Cheadle tweet and said, "By the way, your jokes in Endgame sucked." And then Don Cheadle fan, that's the Twitter username, responded with, "Boom, you looking for this?" And it's just the middle finger emoji.
And I said, "Boom, you looking for this?"
Yeah, and that's just now a meme that happened. So
apparently the villain's name in this movie is like Algae
Rhythm,
which is a play on algorithm.
It's kind of like how the villain of Lego Movie 2 is called Queen whatever Owanabe.
Yeah. God.
Alright.
I'm expecting the worst here. I have extremely low expectations.
Right.
I'm just hoping it's fun.
Okay, I'm trying to not set expectations, but let's just begin. Let's see. I already pressed play. Let's see if this movie's any good. It probably isn't, but buffering. Dang it!
It's loading.
No!
That was a sudden cut, by the way, dude. That was such a sudden cut.
Yeah.
Is the Wi-Fi out? Is the Wi-Fi out?
Oh, if the Wi-Fi's out, I'm gonna cry. Well, actually, technically, I have the whole movie on a flash drive. I recorded it so that I could edit footage of it into this. Though I have to be careful with it because I think they're going to be more strict because the movie is still technically in theaters.
Wi-Fi isn't out on my end. Maybe try.
It's just the TV. This happens on HBO Max a lot.
Yeah, HBO Max just likes to lag.
No.
HBO Max loves to lag. I the same issue on my TV. Whenever I try playing HBO Max, it takes like 45 seconds for the main menu to load up.
Let's try going back. Let's try playing again. Let's try this again.
God, it's actually just lagging right now.
Alright, come on. This is what we were waiting for.
Come on.
Yeah, you see, some people ask me, like, Teddy, why do you prefer physical over digital? It's like, really? I mean, buffering happens sometimes.
Okay, let's...
Alright, it just restarted. Where are those red people down there?
I bet it says WAG.
I mean, they're not.
Yeah.
I bet it says
WAG.
Oh!
I forgot what WAG stands for.
Warner Animation Group.
Ah, no!
Is there any way you can screen share the movie onto this?
Onto the TV? I mean, we could just watch it on the computer like a bunch of...
I mean, if you can...
Oh, okay, it's fine.
It says buffering.
Is he playing Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle?
Crazy Castle 2?
Can this movie just be LeBron going on a journey to get his Game Boy back after like 23 years?
That would be more exciting. Oh yeah, Zendaya voices Lola.
Yeah.
She's Lola Bunny. Look, to be fair, Lola Bunny hasn't had a consistent voice throughout her life.
They got the old voice actors for Lola, but then at the last second they swapped to Zendaya because she's like a more popular name.
Yes, because people are seeing this movie because Zendaya's in it.
I've seen people legitimately say that, and they're like, "Oh shit, her voice with Lola Bunny's hot." I'm like, dude, are you down bad for a cartoon bunny?
Hey, look, Hey, look, I don't really kink shame Kyle. They can be into bunnies.
No, there are no furries in my vicinity.
Whoa! Oh my god.
It's a horrible transition.
I mean, I guess they want it to be like the original Space Jam.
I guess. But
Oh, we're going to the Cyberverse already? Or the Serververse. God dang it, Scooby-Doo. Oh, I forgot to mention this. The Monstars were in an episode of Teen Titans Go to promote this movie. Though they're actually called what they're originally called, Nerdlux.
Just play for fun. Remember fun, Dad?
I am fun.
Oh my god!
No, I said cool.
Actually, just erase my eyes with bleach.
Algorithm here at Warner Brothers. The studio behind
Space Jam.
Yeah,
Whoa.
wait, so the Space Jam is a movie in this universe.
What is going on?
It's
Is this like Blair Witch 2?
It's a sequel, but it's also not.
Or maybe the movie's based on true events.
Maybe.
This reminds me of what people feared would happen when motion capture stuff was going on. Tom Hanks and people like that were like, "This is gonna replace real actors."
Finally enough to put some spec on my name, right?
I kind of like Don Cheadle so far.
He's having fun. He's having fun.
Yeah, I know SK actually said that he liked Don Cheadle in this.
No. With all due respect. This idea is just straight up bad.
I think I want to use that as a meme now.
Right this way, King James. Come on, Don.
Wait, so the algorithm can control the elevator?
Apparently.
Why did they make it so advanced?
Because it's Warner Brothers.
I mean, so far his acting is a little better than Michael Jordan's.
Him trying to scream, though. Dom.
Yeah, it's not that good. Dom! Right, do you know the bit in Justice League where Wonder Woman... Oh, what was that? Nobody has ever said what in the Matrix hell. Kal-El, no!
There's two different versions of that one, which I love. Yeah. There's the Justice League version, and then there's the Zack Snyder version.
It's a little better.
Kal-El, no! Kal-El, no! Kal-El, no!
You know I'm claustrophobic. How do we get out of here? Where's the elevators? Hey Siri.
My God,
the
acting.
I mean, at least she's more freaked out by this.
At least he's actually showing emotion. Big Chungus.
Yeah! That was a neat. I do like the.
That was nice.
Yeah, I like the Big Chungus cameo. I know people are like, "Oh, they're appealing to memes," but I kind of like it.
I heard someone post about it, like, I'm going to explode. Big Chungus.
Yeah, I mean, they never call him, but
Big Chungus is canon in the Looney Tunes universe.
Yeah. You know, I don't mind the animation on LeBron James.
It looks fine, honestly.
Yeah, like, I don't really get why when YMS reacted to the trailer, he was, like, really mad about the animation.
He was?
Yeah.
Hold up now. So, you want me, a talking cartoon bunny, to play with you, an NBA superstar, in a high-stakes basketball game? Sounds awfully familiar.
Who are you talking to?
Okay, this
sums it up with.
God.
I think I know a way that can help the both of us.
I don't like that.
Okay, so he's at least implying that he. That's
So,
the first Space Jam.
Maybe the movie is just based on true events?
Yeah, probably.
It's Marvin the Martian. I like that gag. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Charles Ray.
That part was interesting.
Any device with a camera? I can see you. It's got a mic.
Wait, what? They built a device that can see into every camera?
He can see you everywhere.
Yo, is that Harry Potter World?
Awesome.
How much of this is just him going, "What's that?" Wait, is this just stock footage, or did they...
Yeah, it's stock footage
oh my
with
God.
them edited in.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure, anyway.
I haven't seen Fury Road.
I'm like 90% sure that this is stock footage. I don't think they would film new Mad Max sequences just for this. Except this.
Oh, I do like how he's not animated in the live-action worlds.
Yeah.
Though this was post, everyone... Yeah. This is after they did the bullet time jokes. Like, they stopped doing that back in the era. Oh my... How many times have you seen this?
We've seen this 1,000 times now. It's not even funny.
See what?
The whole, like...
The bullet
Matrix
time
slow
jokes.
thing.
Bullet time.
Like, you're starting like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, every movie was doing it.
This is LeBron James. How often do you get to play with an NBA superstar?
Yeah, it's another Space Jam reference.
Wait, so they have...
Yeah, so the first Space Jam is canon, so yeah, so you're probably right about the movie being based on true events in this universe. Does Bugs have pockets?
He has a skin flap.
Yeah, he has a skin flap he uses.
Now realizing, why did he go to Looney Tune Land? To, like, check out your other server places. But did he not... Did he go anywhere else? Or was it just the Looney Tunes for some reason? Why did he even do that? Now that I'm thinking about it.
Simply shot in the game.
Nice layup. That's fundamental
Look,
basketball.
Lola's never had a consistent voice, so I don't mind the Zendaya thing that much. It just kind of feels weird.
I don't mind her voice.
Okay, I kind of like the shoot the ball gag.
Captain of a basketball team.
Oh, this song again.
Oh god. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it. I mean, okay, it's not exactly amazing
That
animation.
walk cycle is a bit wonky. Oh god.
Like,
oh god, 3D Lola. Her face looks off.
it kind of reminds me of the way Pikachu looked in Detective Pikachu. Why are they like so angry at him because he turned them 3D?
They didn't want to be.
I know, but it's like, what's so evil about that?
They became furries.
Why did Warner Brothers make a computer that can operate anything in the world?
Because 1 or 3,000.
What?
Don
Why
Cheadle
would
can-
Warner Brothers create this? I mean, I know Warner Brothers is kind of a crappy company, but
They even took
jeez.
LeBron followers.
Are we dead? This is what heaven looks like?
No idea.
This is what heaven looks like. Dude, if heaven looked like this, I would be amazed if that's what heaven looked like when we died. There's just a bunch of Warner Brothers characters around us. And
Yeah,
Don Cheadle's there for some reason.
Like, now it especially looks like an advertisement, because, like, there's a ton of Warner Bros. Properties.
Yeah.
No!
There wasn't really much of a point to the other properties, was there? It's just kind of there.
No, like, it's just business. It's Warner Bros. Saying, look, we have properties and we have a catalog. Buy HBO Max.
They should be way more freaked out. They should be like, what? What's going on? Why is Pennywise over there?
Why is King Kong in the spectator's seat?
There's not really a point for having them there. It's just they're just spectators.
They're just Warner
There's the
Bros.
Jetsons.
Advertising their vast catalog of properties.
I was kind of hoping they would do more other than just spectate.
Look at King Kong, he's just sitting there.
This dude's a hater.
Haters gonna hate.
Oh!
Shut up! Shut up! Everybody dislikes that.
Look, I heard that line in the trailer and I was just like...
It wasn't the worst because in the trailer they at least put it in the point where it like was sort of out of context. Iron Giant.
Yeah, Iron Giant. I'm looking for more. That's the only fun in this at this point.
Where's the scene where King Kong and Iron Giant fist bump?
I don't really get... Why is the Yeti from Smallfoot here?
Why is anything here?
Wait, so I guess Dom didn't hear the announcement he just made?
Yeah. How do you...
Why not just get everyone else to just confirm, like, yeah, he just said that to all of us?
Wait, why are you saying win the game? Just grab the sun, tell everyone to say, yeah, he just said that.
Yeah, though I guess Algorithm has control of the entire thing.
I guess, so he can probably control what they can say.
Yeah.
Oh, you mad, bro? Don't.
Oh my god.
Did they really just say
he just dropped a "you mad, bro"?
We're acting like 2010 right now. We're in 2010.
Did they say that in 2010?
They said in like 2009, like, yeah, 2010.
I remember someone saying
that. It died out like
2011
or something. Now it's only seen as like Iron Age.
Yeah, everyone else should have just told him, like, yeah, Algorithm just announced that to all of us. Oh, there's the Thundercats and the see? The cameos, they lure you, they distract you. Okay, now I get it. Why everyone hates them.
Yeah, because all they are advertisements. They're dollar signs.
Yeah, like, I mean, in Roger Rabbit, like, they were just kind of there as a fun cameo.
At least in Roger Rabbit, it's established that, like, tunes in the real world
yeah, they're doing their own jobs.
But here it's like, we are Warner Brothers, we own Batman. Buy HBO Max and watch our Batman movie. Really?
Yeah, like the original Space Jam, there's no rules.
Hey, Buzz, don't do nothing Looney.
Nothing Looney.
Let's go.
Why not? Dude, everybody else was just doing Looney stuff. Life is at stake. Do Looney stuff, it'll help you.
It's because they're trying to have LeBron have an arc because, like, he wants everyone to be serious and not do anything like that he would do.
Hello, everyone's just Why are you cheering? Nothing is happening right now. I'm convinced that they're like a GIF in the background because they're just cheering when nothing is happening.
They're just CG models just rigged to play the same animation.
Yeah. I'm realizing the pop culture characters almost add nothing to the movie.
They don't. They're just ads.
Yeah, like it's not like they're members of the Toon Squad.
Is this meant to be funny?
I don't know.
It's meant to be funny, isn't it? Yeah, okay, it's meant to be funny, but it's not funny. What is Pennywise doing?
I don't know.
Is that the witch from Wicked? Yeah.
See, I'm convinced it's CG. He's doing the same. The background extras are doing almost the same thing.
Did they really just put in the sheesh meme?
I didn't know that was a meme. I just thought that was a common saying.
It's on like TikTok, I think it is. They're like she. Oh no, my bad. That was not anime. What's it?
Oh, they're the Monstars.
That's stock footage.
Oh, but I'm now realizing they did literally nothing there.
Yeah, it's stock footage.
The cameo in Teen Titans Go was better.
they're just cheering.
I'm now realizing I forgot to do something I was planning on doing. Apparently, there's a shot in this film where a character, one of the crew members from Among Us, is in the background.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, though I think we already missed it.
I've already seen people talk about when the imposter is sus about it.
What is?
Wait. Okay.
Do you think someone photoshopped it in, like when?
Yeah, it's probably Photoshop because it's easy to do because like it was blurred in the background because like you could just slap an orange blur and people would be like imposter sus.
Is it like when they photoshopped Slender Man into that episode of Gravity Falls?
God, you just reminded me of the Slender Man movie.
Oh, I never saw it.
I saw it. It was horrible. I'm not surprised. It came out like 5 years too late.
But I found Michael Jordan! He was in the audience!
I
You can help.
No way it's Michael Jordan.
Did
No way. No way it's Michael Jordan.
Feel his power already!
There's no way it's Michael Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan?
it's just some guy.
Yeah, they're hyping it up. I feel like it's gonna be someone else.
Yeah, I remember hearing that he didn't want to be in this movie.
It's Michael B. Jordan.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
I mean that's kind of funny.
Okay, that's kind of, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, you're right. It's Michael B. Jordan.
How could you think he was his analyst? He looked nothing alike.
It's been 25 years. I thought.
Okay, so they did participate in the original. So it is canon. Okay. So the movie was based off of
That or maybe Underground Looney Tunes verse just turned into the serververse.
Probably. Over time as they advanced in technology, I guess.
Yeah, considering he was willing to recruit Superman, I don't see why he's cheating.
Why is he this stubborn?
Yeah, like, why doesn't he use the power up?
He did this for his son too. He's like, you can't play video games. You have to play basketball. It's all work.
Yeah, like, and it's not like a character thing because he was willing to recruit Superman and
He was willing
Iron
to
Man.
recruit King Kong of all.
Yeah, so he was willing to not play by normal rules. Why not now?
Why is he so insistent on having them play like him? They're not humans, so they're not gonna play like him. I mean,
I'm realizing Michael Jordan didn't really go through an arc in the last movie.
this is like a semi-arc.
It was, yeah, this is an attempt at an arc.
They're playing it off like it's an emotional moment, but it's really not.
Oh my god.
No. I saw a screenshot of this. It was like, yeah, it's Porky Pig rapping. Oh yeah, he's been around since 35. Did he just say lit?
I think he said legit. That's not any better. I love how Billy has been silent during most of this.
He's admiring the scenery.
Yeah, he loves this. That's why.
We love Porky Pig rapping. Dude, they just did that oh meme where it's like the crowd guy was going, oh. They're doing the mic drop thing.
Oh my! They did the horns.
They did the MLG
The horns.
The last time I heard those was 5 years ago, and like MLG anti.
They just said he just got burned.
Yeah, this movie's worse than the original just because there's Porky Pig.
This movie sucks.
They didn't do the "we got balls" joke again. This movie's automatically worse.
Ah.
You were supposed to do the.
That's the one part they should have said it. Oh, they're the Monstars again. Is that stock footage?
Yeah, it's stock.
Because they barely do anything.
Yeah, it's stock footage.
This is a really lame cameo. It's like when Scott the Woz cameoed in that YouTube movie, that movie about some game or something.
Yeah.
It was really boring. Why aren't they trying to score a goal? The Goon Squad are just scoring so many goals during this moment.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
God, he just did the meme. I haven't heard that meme in like 6 years.
But I thought I told you.
Don Cheadle looks so weird on that CGI thing. What is going on?
God, CGI Don Cheadle.
Reminds me of CGI Scorpion King.
Like, this is like better, of course, but like it still looks weird because it's in like the uncanny valley. He looks human, but it's like it looks off.
I mean, I'm willing to more excuse it because we're literally in a computer world.
I guess, but like it still looks weird. It just looks a smidge off. I'm sorry, LeBron's delivery there. We did it. Yeah. I love how they keep calling him King James.
Is Billy, I need you to substantiate this. Is that his nickname?
That is a nickname for him.
Oh.
King James?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Was it a thing before this movie?
It was.
It was before. I think it was his username on like
Also his username as well.
Yeah. Are they trying to play out Bugs as if he's about to die? Are they serious?
Is he about to die? I'm not.
They're not gonna kill Bugs Bunny. They're not gonna kill him.
I don't really know why he feels deaf. I mean, I guess he knows who Bugs Bunny is as a character. Oh.
Yeah, they're trying to play it as an emotional thing. Like Bugs is gonna die.
Yeah. Unless it was some of that green juice that we saw.
Green juice?
What, the dip?
The dip.
The dip. It all comes back to this.
Bugs Bunny dies as a result of acid.
Wait. Is Bugs... Wait, what's
Did
going
Bugs
on?
die?
Oh, for a second I thought it was trying to say that Bugs turned into Don Cheadle or something.
Bugs is the bunny personification of Don Cheadle.
I don't want that ending. Just Don Cheadle's back, but he has Bugs Bunny's voice.
Just Don Cheadle saying, eh. What's up, Doc?
Wow, that was Nissan product placement if I've ever seen it. The way it's shot, it looked... For some reason, I thought he was about to get hit by a bus or something.
I thought it would have ended like that. Like Don just gets hit
Wait,
by an
what?
incoming bus. Oh yeah, Bugs is alive somehow. Bugs is immortal. Oh yeah, he did say that. He did say that. Yeah, so they wouldn't kill Bugs. It's a
Wait,
PG.
how is he in the real world now? What?
I guess he just is.
What is going on?
Bugs somehow found the way back. Although then again, Bugs did go to the real world in the first Space Jam, and it appears this one's canon with it. So I guess Bugs found the tunnel.
Kind of canon.
I hated this movie.
This sucks.
movie.
It was way worse than I thought it would be. Like, I thought it would just be kind of watchable.
This movie's ass. Sucks.
Man, I hated
This
it.
movie is cheeks. It sucks.
Kyle thinks the movie's cheap.
It sucks.
This movie is cheeks.
It sucks.
I've never heard anyone describe a movie as that. This movie is.
It sucks.
It's
painful to watch.
Look, I wouldn't say it's painful. Look, my ranking right now, it's like 3. It's the worst out of the 4 movies we just watched.
It makes the Sharknado franchise look like peak cinema.
Look.
Kyle, I mean, Teddy, would you agree with Kyle's,
It makes the Sharknado
Look, to be honest, I think I'm just more angry because I wasn't as much in a bad mood in the opening.
You were nice to the film up until the background characters started.
Yeah, like when they started appearing and when the stuff near the end with the kid.
I was like, yeah, this is blatant product placement.
When Teddy had it.
Wow, okay, that's not even a false person.
There wasn't. Maybe I went by it by accident. Hang on, I'm looking this up and I searched like.
I don't think there is one unless
Space
they're setting
Jam.
up a Space Jam 3.
Look, I've heard that they're gonna do that anyway.
If it makes it up,
We're gonna be back in like 6 years to watch
Yep.
Space. We're not watching all of these again though.
You just watch the 3 Space Jam movies.
Are you gonna rewatch this tomorrow? Space Jam: A New Legacy?
No, I'm not watching this again. I'm never watching this again. Either way, this movie sucks. Actual doggy do sucks.
Would you say it's actual cheeks?
Yes, it's trash.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's garbage. It's a garbage fire.
That movie was a garbage fire.
It
Look,
sucks.
I think it's the worst out of the 4 movies we just
it's
watched.
easily the worst.
I'd say it's.
I wouldn't even consider it a movie.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah. Okay, so
We should give our thoughts and then rankings. Yeah. So, who wants to go first, I guess?
I guess Billy will.
Alright.
He hasn't
Share
said a
your
lot.
thoughts.
I'll be honest. I was a bit disappointed with the movie. I was, even though both of you cautioned me that the reviews were pretty poor. I didn't like the whole video game part of the thing. Like
right.
all like the different, like that was weird. That was a little much. I think they should have had it the way like Michael Jordan was real the whole time in the movie. I think it would have been nice if they kept LeBron real the whole time.
I mean, sure. Although I didn't exactly mind that part. It did feel a bit too, like, clean though, the animation.
Yep. And you even described the whole movie as cheeks.
Yeah, it sucks. It's trash. Garbage fire.
Garbage fire. Cheeks.
But yeah, is that your thoughts?
I would say 2 out of 10. 3 out of 10.
Okay. I guess it's me next.
Yeah, what did you think?
This movie sucks.
Wow.
Like, everything about it, from the advertisements and Warner Brothers properties to the whole idea of a server. The serververse is a good idea, but the way they went about it just felt kind of rushed. They went through all these worlds, but they didn't exactly do much beyond a few things just to find some Looney Tunes. LeBron's quote-unquote arc with his son barely makes any sense because, he pointed out earlier, like, LeBron was gonna recruit Superman.
Yeah, and the Iron Giant.
In King Kong.
Right,
so why is he so stubborn to, like, make other people play like him exactly? They're Looney Tunes. They're not human. They're cartoons. They're The characters aren't anything special. The family is nothing. I didn't feel anything. His son has no backstory, I would say. He's a son. He likes video games.
Yeah, and he doesn't like basketball.
And he doesn't like his dad until the end, where they make up, and it's supposed to be an emotional.
Yeah.
There was like
Were you crying?
There was one funny joke in this movie, and that was the whole Michael B. Jordan joke.
Yeah.
That's it. That genuinely made me laugh. That was
Yeah, I actually forgot what the other jokes were now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, I liked Don Cheadle.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2 out of 10.
God,
2 out of 10.
I don't remember. Did SK Comics say he liked this movie? I forgot because I know he went out and said that he liked Don Cheadle, but I don't remember if he said.
Oh yeah,
that.
we move on to you, yeah, Don Cheadle is the best part of this movie. Let's be real. With the script he's given, he hands it up like there's no tomorrow. He's having fun with it.
Yeah,
even if his villain is not good, I don't feel like his villain is good.
Yeah, even near the end when he's on his like terrifying
CGI
Scorpion King body, like.
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Right, so you're right. Now I hated this movie.
It sucks.
Like I thought,
did not enjoy.
Like what's weird is like during the first half, I was wondering like why do people hate this movie? But I think when we got to the second half with the stupid bit where nobody told, like it was only LeBron, like the kid didn't believe him and nobody else supported him being against cheating. And that's his weird arc, and the whole Bug sacrifice, it barely meant anything because
he just came back.
Yeah, he just came back, and he's
somehow,
just in the real world now.
He somehow
which
found
I guess
a way
you can
back.
do.
I guess in the first Space Jam, because they have a tunnel to the.
Though I'm now wondering, like, was Space Jam just a movie in the world of this movie?
You said like while we were watching it might have been a movie in universe based off of events, but like. Because Bugs even references, like, it's been, no, not
25
been.
years.
Yeah, it's been
Sylvester
25
references
years.
it.
We couldn't get Michael A. Jordan, so we got Michael B. Jordan? How could you think he was his Annis? They look nothing alike. It's been 25 years. I thought he aged gracefully.
And Lola Bunny says, been there, done that already. So it's like, it's canon, but it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately.
And Ted, what number would you assign this?
Yeah, like that's like a 3. Like I hated and also there was barely any point to the pop culture characters because they're just kind of in the audience.
They're just advertisements.
I mean, other than like when they just go into the movies, but that's it. Like they just go in, and there weren't really any clever gags. It just kind of happened.
So that's your thoughts overall?
Yeah, no, all 4 of us, we gotta rank all 4 of these movies.
Yeah,
Alright, so from worst to best. Now, you first, Billy.
Alright, so we like assigning points to each one?
No, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, from worst to best. Rank
Okay,
them.
Worst to best.
So I'm gonna say worst was probably this one.
I can agree with that.
I'm gonna say worst was this one. I'm gonna say second worst was Space Jam, the original.
Right, that's fair.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the second best was Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
Oh.
And
So
I'm gonna say first, the crown goes to Back in Action.
All right.
Oh, you thought you thought Back in Action was better than Roger Rabbit. That's interesting. Right. So, now what about you, Kyle?
From worst to best.
Yeah.
4, Space Jam: A New Legacy sucks. 3rd, Space Jam outdated. 2nd, Back in Action. It's all right. 1st, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Right.
Great
I'll be
movie.
honest, my ranking is pretty much the same. Just New Legacy, regular Space Jam original, Back in Action, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Alright, thank you all for coming here, and that was all 4 of the live action movies that have Looney Tunes characters in them.
And that, as they say, was that.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, that's all,
folks.
Man, we've heard that line at least once in all 4 of these.
That line sounds like 3 times.
That's all, folks.